Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Deborah Dada and I am a day-to-day product designer. On the side, I am exploring how events can be used by businesses to improve the growth of their product and their services and also create a community around their product. Very interesting, right? Now that we are done with the cool intro, today I'd like to be a little vulnerable and share with you the three areas of improvement that I identified during my last workplace self-reflection.
One look and I breathe. One touch feels.
Without further ado, let's get right into it. We had a mid-year review window at my place of work, and I had to figure out my own areas of growth and development. During this process, I had to look within and do a lot of reflection to see places where I can do better. One thing I noticed about these areas of improvement that I figured out was that they do not only affect work, however, they affect other areas of productivity in my life. Therefore, it bled into other things aside from my workplace. I'm super excited to share this point with you. And then I'll start with the first one. I am a very forward thinker, which means that I think about the big picture most of the time. And that way I forget the little things that genuinely would affect the final experience. I am that kind of girl that would plan a big trip and pack every important thing, but then I'll forget my phone charger, and that would almost ruin all of the experience. In my personal project, I could have assistants or staff that could actually sort that out, and then they pay attention to the little things. But at work, I have learned to slow down so that I can pay attention to the very little details and have my checklist sorted. And that way, I will have a final and great experience all through, right from the big picture to the very little things. Number two thing is that I set ambitious goals and then I match them with very ambitious timelines that sometimes are almost very difficult to achieve. My to-do list is always packed with stuff. I can't remember the last time that I checked everything on my daily to-do list. And then it becomes very overwhelming that I find it very difficult to prioritize rest. And then I become unreasonably very busy every time just because I've set ambitious goals and I've put very ambitious timelines to them. Now that I have figured out what the problem is, I am trying as much as possible now to set better timelines for things that I'm working on. So I don't just go and extend the timelines. I break down the big things that I want to work on into little tasks, into granular tasks, and then set timelines for those tasks and communicate expectations upfront. And if there's any case where I won't be able to meet that expectation, I'm also able to communicate clearly upfront. And that's how I'm currently learning to solve the issue of being too ambitious with goals and being too ambitious with timelines. The last area of improvement is tracking the impact of my work, and I'll talk about this from the point of view of at work and outside of work, which is my personal life. Day to day, I'm a product designer, and this means that I use data to make decisions for the user. Right now, I'm trying to learn as much as possible to document the impact of my work even after it has been shipped, and when it's been launched, to also track, oh, is this thing doing well, how is it doing, and then make sure that my next task or the next big thing I'm working on is based on decisions of the previous one that I've worked on. But now in my personal life, it gets trickier because I am always working, I'm always busy. I don't have that time to sit and reflect on milestones that I've crossed or wins or impact that I have made. So right now, I've put in place something I do, which is like a monthly personal review where I look at different areas of my life, score myself, and see how far I have done and see how much things impacts I've made on my own self and see the changes that I can make moving forward. I hope these three things, I don't know, they possibly may not be vulnerable enough, but I think these are things that I am currently working on as a person and things that I am learning to do better in, both in my career and in my personal life. See, I love me a lot, so I know not to be too hard on myself, but I also know that I am responsible for my own growth and my own development in every area of my life. So I need to do that self-reflection and look for forward thinking actions that we can take as regards them. So right now, I'm trying to set very achievable goals with realistic timelines. I'm trying to track the impact of my work in work and outside of work, which is my personal life. I'm also trying as much as possible to make sure that while thinking of the big picture and everything, I also think of the little things so that my final experience or the final result of whatever I'm doing is spec and up to par. I hope that when I figure it out, I will be able to come and share tricks and tips that has helped me so far. But right now, these are the things I have self-reflected on and I are currently part of my personal development plan, both in artwork and even in my own personal life. Oh, maybe the question to ask right now is anyone gone through this before and they have been able to resolve it or they have gotten better at it? Please feel free to share your tricks and your tips and things that have helped you in the comment section. They'll be very helpful to me. And I'm sure if someone else has seen this video, it might possibly be very helpful to them. So you can check in the comment section if there's anyone that has shared their own tips with us, which will be useful for me and even for you as well. And again, you know how we do it. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and drop a comment. It's definitely going to help improve the visibility of this YouTube channel. My name is Deborah Dada once again. Remain forever blessed. Bye.